This programme was shot in David's workshop at Buckinghamshire College, and in it we look at the re-upholstery of 3 chairs. The first is a Victorian reproduction of a Queen Anne dining chair. Its wooden frame is in good condition, but the drop-in seat pad is worn out. The centre sags down, whereas originally it would have had a smooth, domed appearance. The reason is not hard to find. On the underside, we can see that the webbing has torn away from the wooden frame of the seat pad, and the stuffing is spilling out. Before re-upholstery can start, all the old materials must be removed, a process called ripping off. It's essential to keep the seat pad still with a cramp, or the pad will move all over the bench. Ripping off is performed with a ripping chisel and a mallet. The blade of the chisel is placed under each tack, and the tack removed with a tap of the mallet. David works along the length of the rail rather than across, so that he goes with the grain and avoids splitting. Whoever upholstered this seat pad was clearly watching the pennies, because it's filled with cheap wadding known as mill puff, rather than the proper horsehair stuffing. The completed webbing makes a good taut base for the rest of the upholstery. The webbing is covered by a layer of hessian, which is cut roughly to size by eye, following the thread of the material. Before the stuffing is applied, David makes some stuffing ties to hold it in position. You'll need a heavy curved upholstery needle for this job, which starts by attaching the twine to the hessian with a slip knot. Before he starts the stuffing, David teases out the curled hair to make sure that it's of even consistency, then places handfuls of stuffing under the ties as close together as possible to make a good firm edge. Once the stuffing is in place, the seat can be covered in calico. The measurements allow for overlapping under the seat. When the first row of tacks is completed, the calico is pulled tight from the back rail to the centre of the front rail. David constantly checks the evenness and smoothness of the calico before he puts in the second row of tacks. A layer of skin wadding is added to prevent any stray hair pushing up through the seat cover. It is roughly cut to size, then torn to give it a soft edge. Now David measures for the fabric top cover, again allowing for turning under. When the fabric is finished, the seat pad still needs a dust cover on its underside. It's tacked on with the edge turned under, and is itself set back a little from the edge of the seat pad. And the very last job of all is to see what the new seat pad looks like in the chair. Quite a difference.